Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
This is Sparta!
Let's go! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, we're all happy that you're here and that you're not too hungover after drinking whiskey and lots of beer. Let's get this week started with our Sunday Loser Show. We'll discuss some current news that everyone needs to know. Welcome to the Whiskey Stream. News and jokes are our theme. We hope that you don't fall asleep because our thoughts aren't that deep. Rise and shine, you losers! Wake up! Our host is named Blue Collar. Every week he drinks way too much. He's always broke. It's really sad. His life is a mess. It's pretty bad. He's such a loser! The other guy is a sick bastard. It's really true. Hailing from England with a sick point of view. He'll stab a homeless guy in a rage so extreme. Or set a vagrant on fire as he laughs and glares. He's a real sick fuck. Welcome to the Whiskey Stream. News and jokes are our theme. Now we hope we can make you smile. So wake your ass up and say wow. Rise and shine, you losers. Wake up. Welcome to the Whiskey Show. Let's get the show started. Fuck yeah. Whiskey Show. Let's get the show started. Fuck yeah.
I make the best intros. Fuck everybody. You
I
awake?
need to get on that. I don't.
Good morning. Dude, for Christmas, check this out. Okay, I'm going to leave the American. Who wants to do things Northern English bastard, like mix your own drinks, right? So this is a coffee mill. You press a button in. So you put the coffee and creamer and it mixes itself for you. So why do things like put a spoon in here and just, make it do. Oh, yeah.
So what, do you press the button and a little bit of vodka goes in it?
Well, yeah. So we're definitely welcome to our bullshit weekly whiskey news show. And yes, this is my 5 o'clock in the morning. And let's see. Also, besides my coffee, I'm drinking some nice, delicious eggnog. non-alcoholic eggnog, because who drinks alcoholic eggnog at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday? Definitely not me before work. Hell no. Oh yeah, it's good. Anyway,
I thought it was a Christmas thing, eggnog with Americans. I tried making some of my own, and it was fine. It was fine.
I
I think
mean,
I got the
I
shit
got
out
it
of
for
it, but
Christmas. It's definitely not. No, it's still good. I think. And we'll find out. But again, in case anyone from my job ever sees me, non-alcoholic eggnog, because I wouldn't be drinking at 5 a.m. So, yeah, what the hell are we doing here, my friends? So this is my 5 a.m. I have to be working 2 hours, and I'm not drinking. But so everyone needs a shout out. Not that they need our support, but they have our love. You and me, my friend, I think have been very, very blessed in our YouTube endeavors. We met people from Critical Drinker to Gooch and Enzo, and the thing is, everybody now is doing a fucking weekly news show. And how is ours any different? No idea. This is the first time doing this shit, but you nor I have the time to put out daily news articles. A lot of people do it. We don't, because I work 2 fucking jobs. And everybody here. So our friend Nadia is doing her Nadia streams, and she's doing her weekly stuff in X Files. So shout out to Nadia. Also, my buddy Jay Gooch Diabolical Souls. He's doing Sunday night late night with Gooch, which I sometimes can be a part of, but it's harder and harder with my fucking work schedule. Also, our friend Vex Electronica, she's doing a weekly news show. Also, I want to say that I pick Sunday because Sunday, most people go out drinking Friday night, Saturday night, they're hungover Sunday, their week is starting. Nobody streams on Sunday. Now everybody's fucking streaming on Sunday. Luke, like, Jesus Christ, man.
yeah, I know, because I only stream when I'm doing Lance's Shield streams, and most of the time I just try and do it on a Friday, but which is probably the wrong day to do it. But it's one of the only few days where I'm not that busy, and two, I'm not totally hungover. So
Yeah. So also my buddy Leon, who does Words of Paradise. Leon does a weekly news. He does a lot of daily news shows as well. So shout out to Leon. And of course, again, Sammy. I love Sammy. Sammy's awesome. Sammy's got his news out and other news. Sammy decides to stream on Sunday. You fuck. So, Jesus Christ, man. I figured Sunday, Luke, is the day that you and me can have to ourselves. No. And of course, our buddy Russell Dark Hour. Dark Hour would always do his 2 hosts on Saturday. He switched it to Sunday. I'm like, can I have a fucking assholes?
yeah, is everybody in a rivalry with each other these
Of course,
days, trying to get the stream out on Sunday.
yeah, of course. Now Lance, because he does Nielsen readings on Tuesday, because of my work schedule, I can't be a part of it anymore. So I'm like, hey, I feel bad about that. But Lance is doing the Shield and Spartacus, but again on Sunday. But again, Lance, another person doing weekly news articles. Mrs. Sassy Sasquatch. I love Sassy Sasquatch. She does her news on Sundays. So I'm like, boy, man. And of course, Enzo tonight. Well, technically, Enzo does it on Monday, but Enzo used to do it on Monday nights. Then it was Sunday nights. Then it was. I'm like, oh, Christ. But I told Enzo if I can be part of tonight, say for an hour. But thing is, we all love Enzo. He'll do 4 or 5, 6 hour streams. When he goes on at midnight and I could be working tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's hard to do a 5-hour Enzo cast and go drive a fucking bus or work in a garage for 12 hours. I don't have the energy for it and shit. And of course, our buddies B-Roll Jay Goodwin, and who actually helped me with this idea for whiskey. But Adam Gray does B-Roll again on Friday nights, and of course, this idiot doesn't need any introduction from us, but he does a thing called Open Bar. He's been gracious enough to have us on a couple of times, and I do appreciate that. But the thing is, everybody's doing a weekly news show at this point, Luke. I think at one point, I'm waiting for you to fucking launch one.
Yeah, I was almost considering doing one myself, but I thought I'm probably going to get fucking bored doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all right just sticking to my streams on Friday where I talk about
Yeah.
really good films that I like or really bad films that we're taking the piss out of.
Yeah.
But,
Now,
but this, I don't need to bother getting all the articles together, and it's because it's your stream, you host it. I can just be a guest. I can run out and take a shit when I need to. And,
exactly. Yeah, I'm doing all the fucking work, you lazy piece of shit. So now I did find out through this thing called the internet that the term whiskey, there's actually 2 spellings of that. So the WHISKEY is more of like a American thing, and apparently the KY is more of like a British thing, which I didn't know that. So, but
really? Oh, bloody hell! I mean,
yeah, according to the AI, the Meta AI, which I definitely didn't check. Let me say, hold on, let's see different spellings of whiskey. I double check it. Different spellings of whiskey. Okay, see the word whiskey, it can be spelled whiskey or whisk with KEY or with Y, and it says so whiskey KEY is used for spirits distilled. Actually, I can share my screen. Holy shit, modern technology. That's right. Stupid pumpkin. I'm surprised.
Oh, hell.
At one point, Gord King was doing weekly news thing, I think, at this point. So, Gord, this is my way of saying, like, yeah, everyone's doing a goddamn weekly. So, here we go. So, look at that. So, thank you. So, for America, it is
Ah,
KEY. What? Sorry, United States and Ireland, but also for overuse, Scotland, Canada, Japan is the KY. So, and also Scotch whiskey, but there is different ways to spell it.
yeah,
But
I need to check out the Japanese whiskey, but it's really fucking expensive. The single malt stuff,
so,
anyway.
yeah,
Jeez, you have to be a fucking thousandaire to afford one bottle.
yeah. So, in case anybody, well, if they know me, they know alcohol is definitely involved. But a random person on the internet may say, "What the hell is the whiskey show? Are you guys doing whiskey reviews?" So, I had to preface it that it's whiskey weekly news show, but the term whiskey is not actually copyrighted. I talked to Jay Goodwin about this, and I'll let Jay know we launched this. But stuff like Jack Daniels, that's copyrighted. Like Evan Williams, Jim Beam, brands are copyrighted. The term whiskey is not copyrighted. So I can actually make a whiskey show and not get nailed for copyright. So acronyms, I love acronyms. What the hell does whiskey stand for, Luke? I'm glad you asked. Right here. Here we go. So weekly, every Sunday we'll be here, rise or shine. If you're not here, fuck you, I'll do it alone. But hangover, I wanted actually to launch this last week on February 2nd. I texted you. I was actually too hungover to launch this last week. I was on Nadia's stream and I got so drunk
Yeah,
when
you were fucked, man.
oh my god. So I was hungover last Sunday. So also the premise is it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Most people are drinking Friday and Saturday. You're probably hungover. Insights, I was gonna put intelligence, but let's be honest, you and me,
No,
there's no
no,
intelligence
no,
yet.
that's way too much of a
Yeah, exactly.
stretch.
Shenanigans. I love the word shenanigans. I should do a whole stream with the Irish accent. And shenanigans is great. We all have shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yep. Knowledge. Technically, there is knowledge between
Yeah,
us.
come on. You're overreaching, mate. You're overreaching.
Let's see. Entertainment. We are here to entertain ourselves, and hopefully, people like the pumpkin and anybody else watching, they have fun with this. And yawning because it's my 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just woke up 20 minutes ago. Probably gonna be some yawning. So yeah,
Finally, some fucking accuracy.
there we go. See whiskey. So yeah, that's our thing. But yeah, now unfortunately, if people when they watch this, my schedule's constantly changing. I have a work pick with their we pick again in June. I still will never have weekends off because my job sucks. Right now I'm working basically 7 to 4 today. No, sorry, 7 to 7 today. And next pick could be say 5. But either way, Sunday will still be here, but I may change up the schedule. I'll let you know. But I still want to make this a weekly Sunday thing just to stay relevant. So but yes, the whiskey is there, shouts is there, and yeah, boy, news articles, brother. There's so much. At some point, guys. Okay, listen. This is Sunday, February 9th. Obviously, this week Captain America 4 comes out. I'm not gonna try to Harper as much as some people do. I'm not gonna have Yumi talk about Captain America 4 for 45 minutes, But at some point, I know people get burnt out. Like, dude, why watch one stream on Sunday, then Tuesday, and by the time Open Bar comes at FNT, they talk about the same bullshit all week long. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. We still are in the YouTube atmosphere. At some point, we will have to mention stuff like, Captain America 4, but I'm not going to do a whole hour segment bitching about it. We can talk about it for 5 minutes, man. Get insight and news.
Yeah,
I mean, you get me drunk enough, Gord. Screw it.
yeah, because I think everyone's been hearing a lot about all the crap that's coming out about this brave new world,
Yeah.
and all the reshoots, and it seems to be a running joke with these Marvel movies today because yeah, it's always reshoots. They don't fucking plan anything. Then they realize they gotta sort this shit out and reshoot it and spend more fucking money, and
Yeah.
it ends up looking cheaper as well because they haven't got the fucking money to fix whatever problems they have.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's been talked about to death, but I get it where some people like, so we're not gonna like Yumi argue won't be bitching about the acolyte every fucking week for the next 6 months. I don't care enough. Like, I mean, Agatha, when Drink Raspberry come on, I watched Agatha for 2 episodes and stopped. He stopped and just I mean, Yumi are lucky enough in this atmosphere where we're fair, I think, for the most part, and we're not gonna sit there and just keep complaining about the same shit. So
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, because
yeah.
we already know that fucking new Star Wars is fucking terrible. I mean, okay, that last one was just an okay one, wasn't it? It was just an okay show, very bland,
Yeah.
sort of kid friendly show, and I have not finished watching it, and I probably will, but I don't know. There's better shows that are coming out at the moment that I want to fucking check out. I mean, we've got Reacher 3 coming out, and I
Yeah.
do want to check out Love Hurts. even though I've been hearing mixed reviews, but I do
I
like
think,
the actor. I think he'll be very likable in it, even if the film is a
yeah.
little bit flawed.
I'm definitely working on my more of my lazy reviews. I didn't put one out for January because life happens and we're doing stuff like this. But Love Hurts, I'll give my quick 15-second assessment that, don't expect John Wick, but it's more Jackie Chan style, but more R-rated. And it's a simple plot, which is fine. It's got very well choreography, and it's I probably wait for streaming. Like, I wouldn't rush out to see it, but I think the action is good enough for a good matinee film. But it's not like, it's some people are gonna say, "Oh, it's stupid." Yeah, but you know what? I'm not watching Beekeeper for the fucking just complex plot. Like,
One question. Has the trailers basically just given away the movie? Because it looks like it has.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I guess that. I'll still check it out because
that's what I'm
I,
saying. It's like a
yeah,
film like that, you're going in for one thing, the choreography. That's it. But also same thing with John Wick. I mean, John Wick has enough of Keanu, but like, the John Wick sequels, people weren't watching the sequels for the storyline, let's be honest. So this
yeah, I
is just
know.
he is great for his age. I said it's more like an he fights like Jackie Chan would fight, like very comedic, but also very R-rated. And that's it. It's just it's a good, I think it's an entertaining popcorn flick, but the storyline you can sum up in about 5 or 6 words. He's a retired guy coming back for whatever. It's just like almost like nobody. The same thing. Hutch is a family man. This guy is the trailers tell everything. He's a retired hitman, and
Yeah, Alan, I need to go back to reviewing some classic movies again. Just
yeah,
I might do a bastard as recommends or recommended
mm,
by a bastard, something like that. Because because as much the last few new releases have kind of just been average, haven't they, or bad, and it'd be
mm,
good to sort of like do a quick review on something
yeah.
that's really really good. Or I can
So
just save that for the bastards breakdowns because
yeah.
we'll go a bit more in depth with it.
Well, so I said this is Sunday, and during but by the time next Sunday comes up, we will try to get diversity in our news articles. But hey, listen, streaming, and
Mhm.
sometimes said certain news articles may overlap. It's going to happen, but this was a big one this week from the street and also just the internet. But Disney Plus, boy, again, man, they are bleeding subs, dude. Disney Plus
Yeah.
lost 700,000 subscribers in 3 months. That's a lot of fucking subs.
I will be very surprised if they try and force a TV license on you all because that's what's happening in England now. Because the BBC's done the same. They are bleeding subscribers. They have really fucking pissed the entire public off, and now our government's trying to fucking force us to pay a TV license for streaming on Netflix, and all that money's going to go
Jesus,
straight to the BBC anyway.
that
And
sucks,
not
man.
only that, the BBC were getting funded by USAID.
Dogman's
USAID and fucking WDW, the WEF, everything. It's like,
mm.
wait a minute, you're losing TV license fucking payments, yet you're still getting all this tons of money anyway, and you're still hassling the public to get a fucking TV license. Fuck off.
See,
That is
Drew said
greedy.
I seen Jeremy Johns review Dogman. I may check it out maybe tomorrow or Tuesday if I get a chance.
I've been
Everything
hearing
but
good things. I mean, one of our YouTube friends in
definitely.
Twitter has been basically bragging
Huh.
about how good it is as well. So yeah, it looks like
Okay.
DreamWorks is doing what Disney should have been fucking doing years ago,
Yeah.
the last few years anyway.
Oh, a little I found a little clip about Disney. So it does suck that you lose 700,000 subscribers, go woke, go broke. If only there was something I could say about this. And here we go.
Police, get what you fucking deserve!
Hey, there we go, Disney. Uh,
Oh god.
uh,
Even every film's like a meme now. It's like I can't. Every time I watch a film these days, I'm like, "There's a meme in there somewhere.
you
There's a
get,
meme in there somewhere."
yeah. So, yeah, of course. So Bob Iger. I mean, yes, obviously streaming services have risen in popularity, but the problem is now it's yeah, it's funny how it changed where we had 200 fucking channels, but now we have 200 streaming apps. So it's the same goddamn thing, because one point just
Uh-huh.
Netflix, that was it. And well, slowly let's add Hulu, okay, so 6 months, let's add now Disney Plus. Now let's add Tubi. Now let's add, and now it's like, oh shit, the streaming apps have become just channels at this point. There's so many. You could at one point download at least 50 apps on your fucking phone. So the problem is the market is oversaturated. So you better have something that people want to have a pay a monthly fucking fee. But yeah.
Yeah, is it getting to the point where people aren't going to afford them, so they might probably try and find a way to get these on the free streaming apps like Tubi and Pluto,
Yeah.
and trying to get some extra revenue from the ads. Maybe, I don't know, because no one's going to be paying all that money for all these fucking streaming ads. I mean,
Oh yeah.
especially in England with inflation. I mean, people are pockets are getting fucking tightened by the minute.
Yeah.
And
That's a
yeah, I
problem.
agree, toxic. I agree, toxic, and yeah, God bless the seven seas as well.
Yeah, what and that's a problem because before, like, figure if you'd pay, say, argument's sake in America, $100 a month, right? And you get like 200 channels. Okay, you're paying $100 a month, but you're getting all your channels. Then of course, hey guys, an extra $2, $3, get HBO Max, get Cinemax, but then they bundle it in. Now you figure, hey guys, $10 for Netflix, $8 for Hulu, $10 for fucking Disney Plus and Paramount Plus, $8. And when you start downloading your apps and putting it together, wait, I'm paying like 200 fucking bucks a month in apps. So
Pay the
it's
$200, you pleb. We're
yeah,
your
exactly.
overlords. Ha ha ha.
Then of course you got shit like this. Look, October last year, Disney Plus, then they keep doing this shit. Netflix did it. They raised their prices for its ad supported and of course ad free tiers. So of course we have the option where it's like, well, you can't watch commercials, but if you don't like commercials, pay extra money, you idiot. And but they increased it by $2 a month, and it's always a problem. People always say, "Wow, it's only 2 fucking bucks." Hey, on 2025, man, I brought my kid to Walmart yesterday. Just things like whatever coffee. Coffee goes from $5 to $6. I bought a 6 pack of Sprite last month. It was three bucks. Now it's $4, and you'd be surprised. $1 here, $2 there. Next, you walk out of fuck with the grocery store and like, man, I just spent 100 extra fucking dollars for the exact same shit I bought last month. And
Yeah, no,
now,
and there should not be right. People should not be paying for streaming platforms that are throwing ads on. All right,
yeah.
because they're making money on the ads. Right, they're being fucking greedy now, and it's extortion. This is wrong. This is
Yeah.
fucking morally reprehensible.
Yeah, and of course, and Hulu also went up a little bit here and there. Like Netflix, I said, "Fuck it," like because a buddy of mine's like, "Dude, Chris, I can't stand Netflix ads." You know what, man? I pay $7.99 a month for Netflix. I have no problem waiting the whole between shows. I'll wait 35 seconds for a fucking ad, and people get so spoiled by the binge model. Well, dude, I'm not paying $25 a month now for Netflix. I can survive a 35-second fucking ad. It's like life is like, I mean, the binge model's gotten people crazy, man. Like I watch it commercial free. All of us and people in chat, we are old enough to remember a day where commercials were a thing. And I get the fact that, well, we're used to streaming services, but dude, come on, you have fucking watch a TV show, 5, 6 minutes of commercials. I can live through a 30-second ad for fucking not paying $25 a month to $8 a month. It's worth the price reduction. So get over it, man.
Yeah, I've not really been seeing ads pop up on my Netflix. I mean, the wife pays for it because I cancelled my subscription and I didn't
Mm,
want to watch it again after the whole cuties. But the wife still wanted to watch some of her animes, so okay, all right, well, all right. So, and she was happy to pay for it. So, but
yeah.
I've not seen any ads on our Netflix at the moment. So it might be something that's just happening in America, because
Mm,
I've not seen fuck all at the moment. I don't know if Amazon has been having ads in England because I've not used Amazon
mm.
in a long time. So
Well, according to Disney, to return Disney Plus to subscriber growth, the company said it will invest in technology to deliver high quality products and provide consumers with a more convenient one app experience to increase engagement. The problem, guys, isn't technology. The problem isn't the fucking price, because if you love something enough, you go out and pay for it. Part of
mm,
what I do my reviews is if I like a movie enough, I'll recommend you go pay for the movie. The problem is your content is shit because nobody wants to pay for
yeah,
Disney Plus when you're going back and you're editing out like over Snow White or something, or you're fucking whatever, said you're taking like splash and like putting CGI in Daryl Hannah's butt or whatever now, and of course your shows are fucking garbage. Nobody wants to see Captain Falcon Winter Soldier and Agatha and all these fucking terrible shows. The problem is people only bought Disney Plus because it was part of a package deal. But hey guys, you can go back and watch all the Spider-Man cartoons or X-Men cartoons, watch your old Disney movies. But in terms of new stuff, like you're not getting new subscribers because the new stuff you're putting out is goddamn terrible. It's simple as that, man.
that's yeah, I
Yeah.
do agree. I do agree. Look, there's just barely anything
Yeah.
on. I mean, I was looking on Netflix earlier. There was barely anything on. I remember when I first got
Yeah.
it, there were tons on. There were tons on.
Yeah.
It's like you get
Well,
more for less. I mean, it's kind of like fucking food products now. Like chocolate bars are smaller, but they're more expensive, and it is absolutely insane. And
yeah.
yet more people are
Well,
going to the high seas, and I don't blame them.
well, I
And they've
found this
done this. They have done this.
I found this funny as hell, dude, because so I have PlayStation Network. I stream my games on PS5, and for a good 24 hours, the PlayStation Network was down. And guys, this does suck because talking to Inside Man and Critic Al, I was playing Ninja Gaiden Black 2 Remastered, fun, where Toxic hopped in the chat, and I wanted to buy a physical release. Unfortunately, they don't put it on digital. Well, the problem nowadays, dude, is if you buy a game on digital, if the servers are down, you're fucked. So I couldn't play my PlayStation for a day, which I don't give a fuck. I can make YouTube stuff. A lot of people were having a meltdown, but this was funny as hell, dude, where crispy Krispy Kreme donuts were giving away free donuts.
No, what the hell? Krispy
Like,
Kreme compensating the players instead of Sony is insane. It's like, well, I don't really bother
why?
with online gaming. I just can't be asked with it. It's like that fucking Rogue One meme where it's like, in a
Yeah.
world of online gaming, you choose to do single player campaigns. It's like, it's a peaceful life. Yeah,
Hmm.
I prefer the single player campaigns. I like to get involved in the story, do have my hour or two playing if I get a chance, and yeah, be done with it after
Yeah.
maybe a few hours.
Yeah, Drew. I mean, people, when they see me do reviews and shows, I try to, I will pay again. I'll pay the extra $8 for Amazon or on Vudu when we stream our movies. But that's the thing is, if shows are crap, people will find ways to watch it. They're going to sell the high seas, and companies could say, oh, certain companies say, oh yeah, well, pirating is killing the industry. Then again, dude, if your shit's good enough, people will pay the $5 a month to pay for it if they support it. But
I know. I
that's
mean, they've been saying that shit for years. Oh, it's killing the industry. It funds terrorism and that
yeah,
fucking bullshit, right? Hollywood's still somehow making a lot of money. So
yeah,
you're not fucking losing anything. You aren't from that anyway. You're not losing anything from piracy. You're losing it because you are underestimating your customers.
yeah.
You are looking down on your customers, right? Not every fucking working class person who's had a bad education is thick as fuck, right? Most people who work normal jobs, who are fucking professors and that, and end up being like the smartest, fucking most well-read people you will ever meet,
Hmm.
the most informative people you'll ever meet, even more informative than our own fucking news. So
Yeah.
stop, stop bad mouthing your fucking audience. Deliver what they want, just some entertainment, some solid storylines, good characters. Political messages are fine if it's done well and not in a very condescending way.
Yeah, my eggnog may have curdled, so I'm gonna. I just noticed that. Also, yeah, what I put water in a glass. This definitely water into my coffee. This is not vodka. Work. This is
Mhm.
delicious. Sometimes it's good to water down your coffee. Okay, with water, clear, crystal
Sometimes
clear.
water is the best medicine.
Yeah,
If you get a bad headache, half
and
the
look,
time it's
since
because
the
you've
button,
been, yeah,
it's supposed to look
half
the
the
button
time
right
you
here.
just.
Look, I can just press a button, and
I'll put whiskey in man. I'd put whiskey in man if I was you.
it's like, well, why should I do things like grab a spoon and mix it myself when I can just? Oh my
Yeah,
god, there we go.
that's pretty cool. I've not really
But
mixed my whiskey in a long time though. I just put a few drops of water in and that's it, and it gets the flavors out. Pretty
yeah,
fun. And
that's been a big discussion. The funny part when 24, the show was called 24, and they had 24 episodes every single season.
yeah,
You
binging
know,
shows that are just released all at once should not be 22 episodes. I mean, if it's something that was
I
released
agree.
weekly, I get it because it just gives you something to look forward to as
Uh,
well during the next week. But everything's just been piled on all at once, and it just becomes unwatchable because they don't know how to fucking structure their programs.
See, like part of what
Hey, Nix.
I was making a thumbnail. So for next, you see, like, just me, like picture of me, and then next to a guy with a potato. Like,
Yeah, is that a new avatar as well? Looks like he's got the red eyes there. I don't know if he's
um,
had it for a while, but it might be
I
the
can't. I
first
don't
time
know.
I've seen it.
Let's see. No,
Yeah, yeah.
listen, Nick. I'm drinking delicious, wholesome cold
Mm.
water at 5 a.m. before work. It's talking about. So, speaking of fat fucks, I'm not sure about because Lord Talks would know this. Boy, we are just disgusting as a society because it's not. It just for me, it was funny finding this dude, but
Mhm.
holy shit, look at this.
What
It's
the
it's
fuck?
it's a fucking foot long cookie.
Oh, I can feel the diabetes
Oh my
entering my body now just
god,
looking at it.
I just heard about it now, but like it's the Oreo foot long cookie. Look at this. Oh my god, I'm going to in a second. Let you just look at the beauty of this monstrosity. Oh my god, and
And
I
it's
have
not even a foot long. Fucking
uh
hell.
boy, I just, man, it's yeah, it's the foot-long cookie. I should Google this ahead of time. Let me look up. I need to know the fucking calories and nutrition facts in this. Subway foot-long cookie,
Yeah, you'd be losing both fucking legs within a
um,
second after eating that shit.
calories. So, well, it's only 1,500 calories. That's not bad. Jesus Christ, man. And see, 70 grams of fat, 126 grams of sugar, and
Oh,
210 grams of total carbs. God damn, we are disgusting as a fucking society.
you know, I had
Jesus
some
Christ.
whiskey last night. I'm not hungover. I don't feel sick. Now I do feel sick looking at this.
Look at it. You'll stare at it, God damn it. Hey, to be honest, I have coffee with a sugar-free creamer and
Mm.
water, delicious water. But
Yeah, I'm trying to cut back on the fucking. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the slides. I'm going to do both episodes as well because I want to rewatch them again, make some notes, and
mm,
it's yeah. The last two episodes have been pretty good. But
yeah,
I'll get more into that when I go on Lance's
yeah.
stream, which will be 9 p.m.
I'll
England
save
time.
I'll save a thick article for last because it's our buddy Hooch talked about it, but I wanted to discuss about Rob Liefeld. This I found it yesterday, guys, and I'm not even joking. Fuck the ads, but right here. So, dude, it's getting crazy with people in plastic surgery and influencers. This woman, right, a Chinese influencer, she spent $140,000 to look like this. Look at that, man.
Yeah, this is some fucking cyberpunk shit.
All
This
right, and I'm gonna
it
kill the
really is.
audio because news or whatever from X, but let's see, make sure that's muted. So, all right, I'll put the full screen up here for you guys, and look at this right here. Look at her walking, and right, there we go. So, 140 grand, and that's a real person.
Damn.
And like people think like that's her. I don't. I mean, what do you say, man?
Yeah, I'd have thought this would be something the Japanese would do because you see this all the time in these animes,
So
these
she's a
cyberpunk
real.
animes. It's
Yeah. Oops,
so
sorry,
what did they actually implant shit into her, or is
I.
it just
I
plastic surgery to make her look like this?
I mean, I
Like
I, I
with the
don't.
clothes, obviously.
I'm scared. I'm scared. If she spent 140 grand, I'm scared to ask these questions. I mean, there's not a lot of details, but how or why she did it. But I mean, sure. It's just something freaky, and I don't know. Let's see. What's your job? How do you earn a month? So, I mean, 750,000 likes from viewers on a Chinese social media app, of course, TikTok, because what asshole fucking has TikTok still?
Yeah,
So
so she just had surgery and she wears like these clothes that makes I don't know because if you go back up to the picture of her legs, it looks like they almost look like they actually are robotic legs, unless it's just the way the
yeah.
parts on the outfit is. I don't know.
I mean, in terms of like, do you have a boyfriend? I'm sure she could find a guy that's going to hit that. I mean, some probably people still would, but okay. So her face and her breasts alone cost that. Wait, face. So that's plastic surgery on her face and her tits. 140 grand in US dollars. Wow. So I mean, who knows? What else? Boy.
Don't you
So
mean US dollars?
so right here. So the boobs and face. 140,000. Wow. Sure.
Christ, she looks like a PS4 game as well.
I mean,
No, that is unreal. That is fucking crazy.
I found it and I'm like, I gotta share this with you guys because it's something. But so she's back because she was gone for a while and just our favorite person, she's back because
Yeah,
you know,
she let herself down there because she actually seemed like she could be a good laugher as well. But
yeah,
the guys who fucking put all their money into her fucking crypto coin is to blame as well. They're to
yeah.
blame as well. I don't know
Well,
if she was directly involved in it. Maybe she got approached to be the face of it and ended up being the scapegoat. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, everyone knows. I mean, it's been this big thing for the past 2 months. Like Hawk Tui, she went silent for a while and she had some crypto shit. And I mean, the comment section, it's always what it is. Where if you were dumb enough to buy fucking, apology video, it's still 2014. But yeah, if you bought fucking crypto from Hawk Tui, I mean,
Mm.
guys, what do you hold on? I found an article. Oh, here it is, right here. So if you bought crypto from Hawk Tui, all I can say is this.
Police, get what you fucking deserve!
why are you investing in something that Hawk Tui, the girl who got fucking popular from talking about spitting on dicks? Like, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, yeah, like people said, I still don't think it's mostly her fault. I don't think she really had the first clue about any of this, but it just, the fake tears, and it's like,
It
but
just doesn't
honest,
help. It just doesn't help. Fucking hell. She should have just laid low and just not done anything public
yeah, it's like,
from now
listen,
on.
yep, she's got to talk lawyer now. Well, people and everyone knows this. People fucking can't stand her because, yeah, bitch, you made, I've said Hawk $2. It's like, nobody feels bad for you, but the whole like, I'm crying, that wasn't my fault. I'm just a victim. I'm still worth like $3 million.
Yeah,
And of course, I kept all the money too, but I'm sorry,
it
I'm
just
sorry.
makes her look a bit psychopathic, though, doesn't it? You know, when you get those guys that kill someone and they start crying on camera, and you just know they're guilty by doing it.
It's not my fault, man. It was, Hawk Tui. Uh-huh. So yeah, but she broke down in tears. I'm not gonna play the audio because she's not fucking worth it. But like, it's like, yeah, the whole apology video and just Christ, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with Toxic. She's not the brains behind it, but she's not helping herself, though. She really isn't.
Oh no, 100% agree. But I mean, come on, the fact that she could probably fucking burn water. I'm sure of that. But it's just that. So I like the fact that we still live in days of internet where people are pissed off. Like, I invested in her crypto bullshit. Now I got scammed over. If you're investing in her stuff, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? It's Hawk Tui, girl. Like, yeah, right. So, Drew, I talked about that, man. See, like, oh man, the fucking, you hear about the whole Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds thing going on, and that dude. I mean, it's like people
Yeah,
said, it's still. I'm at the point where I want to see how it plays out because until this point, it's like, is Ryan Reynolds really America's sweetheart or is he a piece of shit? It's hard to tell because a lot of actors are just great. Like Keanu, I mean, it's like certain actors like Keanu. Nobody shits on Keanu because you can't. He's just fucking Keanu. No one, there's never been anything bad said about Keanu Reeves because he's a fucking icon. But a lot of actors out there, it's like, is Blake Lively the monster they're making her out to be, or is it a smear campaign? Because again, anybody can accuse anybody of anything. That's a problem. So I'm still not sure right now what the whole Ryan Reynolds thing. I'm trying to see what more gets played out with that.
and everybody's guilty until proven innocent instead of the other way around, which
Yeah.
is sad, really sad. But
Well, I mean, even on a similar note, like, I mean, people that are anime fans, the guy, Vic Manana, I always say his name wrong, Vic Managna, whatever. But he voiced Full Metal Alchemist. He voiced the Dragon Ball Z Broly. He was accused of stuff and fired from everything. Come to find out, all the accusations were false. But because a woman accused him of things, all the voice acting studios dropped him. And he had to do some lawsuits and get some side work. But like a lot of these places, man, all it takes is an accusation to get you fired from your job. And I keep saying that as a blue collar person, I'm lucky enough for at least my job in 2025. If you're going to accuse me of something, you better bring receipts because they can't just fire me. I'm part of a union. But a lot of Hollywood and a lot of states out there have work for hire, I think, where they can just fire you. But a coworker just says he slapped me or he sexually, whatever, mistreated me, and you're gone. And shit happens a lot.
yeah, this kind of puts me off ever running my own business because if this shit happens,
I
you're
mean,
in a catch-22 situation where
yeah,
if someone's got bad publicity, he's going to make your fucking company look bad, and then if you fire him and it turns out he's innocent, you get fucking sued and you end up losing more money. It's like, yeah,
yeah.
that's a very shit position.
Well,
Honestly, because
Mhm.
I believe that innocent until proven guilty,
yeah, same.
no one should lose their job over accusations unless there's actual proof that that person is wrong, is in the wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Now this happened, I guess, before, but this is from 2022, but it's also been brought to light for recent stuff. I pulled it from BBC, and actually, it's funny because Toxic's in the chat, but you may know more about this, Northern. So right here we have, boy, parents are suing TikTok yet again over children's deaths, saying TikTok has no compassion. Did you hear about this? That apparently some children were dead following the let's see. They believe their parents died after taking part in a viral trend that circulated on the video platform in 2022. That it was called like the Blackout Challenge.
What?
Yeah. So
How did
let's.
what did the kids get fooled into thinking their parents were dead? I mean, how does that even
So
work? I mean,
So it said the kids were 13, 12, 14, and 13, died while attempting the so-called blackout challenge. So they checked out their own rules. I'm trying to read it. Of course, they said the Bree families were brushed off with the same corporate statement showing no compassion at all. There's no meaning behind the statement for them. Of course not. I mean, it's their company.
That does sound
But
really shifty. That sounds
yeah.
really shifty.
Now, being talks, we know this, but what was the Darwinism? What was the? I'll just Google it as you can read some of this. But what was the TikTok blackout challenge? I'm not sure because I don't follow current TikTok trends. It's hard to keep track of how many TikTok fucking trends are out there. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
no, I mean, I think Toxic sent this one on Twitter where a kid challenged to jump off a fucking 5-story building and he fell to his death.
Okay,
And it was like, this is what TikTok and all these social media things are doing. I mean, they encouraging kids to be fucking idiots.
Mhm. Oh, it was a joking game. That's why. So yeah, it was the blackout challenge where well, it's it's kind of you know what I got to go with Wes in this one. My cousin one time put me in a chokehold and the whole blackout challenge. So it's basically they was fucking putting your friend to a chokehold and just making him pass out. Like when my cousin one
Mm.
time did it to me where he put me in a chokehold and just had
Yeah,
me
I've had that.
like
I've had
and
that fucking hell. I mean,
I
there's
mean
nothing worse than having your fucking windpipes just squeezed. It's
yeah, I mean I had some shitty cousins, but but yeah, I mean that's nothing. There's nothing new, but I mean also kids can get killed from doing stupid shit. But hey. But yeah, so just they're pissed off. Obviously, they're trying to fuck. They're suing TikTok because they're like, well, but also TikTok is hosting it. And when you have kids doing this stuff that are 12, 13, 14 years old, I mean, again, like I'll read, comment section. Some people are like, well, you should raise your kids better. And I'm like, it's, oh man, it's a hard fucking sell because like TikTok, I mean, you're also, man, I'm not sure about that. That's a very big moral question, Luke, because it's like, hey, listen, should you raise your kids not to eat Tide Pods for Tide Pod Challenge? Yes. But also, is your platform telling kids to eat Tide Pods for Tide Pod Challenge? Yes. I mean, and there's also you could like what was it Facebook not that long ago? There was a person that was they were live streaming when the person had a gun and they went into a shopping center and they did some stuff, but they were live streaming it. And so Facebook shut it down after like a good 45 minutes. But everyone's like, hey, why allowing this person live streaming to walk into a grocery store and pull out a fucking weapon and just go ape shit and stuff? And like a lot of this stuff is, I mean, it's gonna hit that fucking moral question, dude, eventually, where it's like, how much stuff are you allowed to show and challenge? It's yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that little prankster that from last year who, right, this was his idea. He was like pranking people by threatening them and fucking threatening to kill them and stab them and everything. And one guy fucking attacked him because of it. He's on Piers
Jesus.
Morgan as well, and the guy is a proper fucking idiot. He defends his behaviour
Yeah.
every time. And it's like they're kind of raising these kids to be fucking sociopaths. This social media thing, it's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I kind of want the parents to sue TikTok law because TikTok are encouraging this shit. They're encouraging kids to be even idiots instead of letting parents
Mhm.
be responsible and raise them right.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said my kid doesn't have TikTok, so I'm not a shitty father. But also, my kid on Facebook,
Mm.
but yeah, I mean, I've told, but as an active parent, I told my kid even at 10 years old, "Hey, buddy, listen, you live in a different generation than I do." At 10 years old, I'm like, "You have a smartphone," and I can't believe as a father I'm saying this stuff, but do me a favor, your little phone right there has a camera. Yeah, Dad. Okay, I'll be careful on YouTube how I word this, but make sure you are very careful on what pictures you take with your phone. We'll say that. Even at 10 years old, I had to tell my kid that because kids in fucking middle school were being charged with different crimes for taking pictures on their phones. And it's, man, the fact that we have to have these conversations nowadays it sucks, man.
Yeah. I
But
will say this though, it does make criminals easier to catch because they're fucking idiots who commit crimes and then boast about it on Facebook. Then they get
yeah.
arrested and they wonder, "Oh my god, how did they find out? I was very, very careful."
You want to read this?
I miss the days where going viral meant you brought a new back from Africa.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
a
what we
fucking
meant. Just gonna get a
he's
coffee
a
anyway.
he's a
Give me a
monster.
second. Yeah, you go on.
Yeah. So, guys, I mean, I won't delve on too much, but Anthony Mackie has been in the news. He's been a hot topic with saying stupid shit in terms of like, hey, Captain America 4 is coming out. But I found this I tweeted this out from Sports and Nonsense. So, Anthony Mackie's doing what he's doing, talking about, oh, Christ, man. So his family's passed when playing Captain America. My father was told he had to drop out of school in eighth actually, to pick cotton with my grandfather, and I'm Captain America. When you look at it that way, it's different. And boy, the comment section are just like, as they do. It's 100 years old trolling, things like that. I mean, his dad wasn't from the 1800s, but like then you hear all other comments saying, well, it's possible people are still picking cotton in the 40s and 50s. And the more I keep reading the comment section, people are like, well, you do understand the fact that farmers and people that work on farms, they actually do pick cotton. Like it just comes off, whether he's genuine or not, that we live in an era where it's like people, when a black guy says terms of like picking cotton, you know what they're talking about, but people actually do pick cotton on farms. Just because somebody was picking cotton back in the 50s and 60s doesn't automatically mean that they were slaves, that they were on a fucking plantation. It's part of the industry. What this woman just said right here, and I like this. Mackey's father owned a roofing business. Mackey's brother was an associate professor of engineering at Tulane. Mackey himself went to Juilliard and became a wildly successful actor. Please stop telling us how oppressed you are and how awful America is. It's made up. You had a great life that consisted of normal struggles everyone went through. Your dad is a very successful businessman that raised two successful children. Sad you wouldn't choose to focus on how America's greatness allowed for that instead of making up some bullshit, poor me race baiting trash. I tend to agree with that in a sense, despite whatever the comments say. It's like, come on, guys. I mean, this guy, my grandparents were pickers, started working 8 years old picking cotton. My family still owns the same ranch 85 years later. My parents were homeless. We have a home from Habitat for Humanity. I was a second college grad and first graduate degree holder. But I mean, it goes on and on. But, we get it, man. We get it. His name is Black Captain Falcon, Black America, Blackie Black. I know, Nix. It's just like, I mean, come on. I think we're at this point, Captain America, and this is like the actual Captain America, Steve Rogers, was made in the 40s when a different time when America were fighting the greatest threat ever in World War II. But Christ, we're just tired of hearing about this shit. The fact that it's 2025 and we're still using terms like, my great grandpap, my pappy was picking cotton and forced this and that. Like, guys, we get it. It's 2025. Like, but it's like, dude, you are just digging this shovel over and over again. Captain America shouldn't be about America. What's his name called then, dude? His name's called Captain America. Yet you're still talking about fucking just Anthony. Just stop already, Christ, man. Yeah. So his grandfather was his dad was picking cotton, bro. You poor thing, Christ. But yeah. So final, because I mean we'll kill a good hour, dude. And I appreciate you stopping by, everybody from let's see. I worked picking cotton for the Jews in Israel, 1998, true story. Yeah, I mean, the funny part, but picking cotton. I mean, you don't understand the fact that like your pillows and stuff, right, and your stuffed animals, cotton does come from somewhere. People do gotta pick it, but oh boy,
it made my knee grow.
What a monster! It's like, oh, the pun king. So our buddy, so I'll talk to Gooch about this. Thank him for this article. Now, Rob Liefeld, have you heard of the artist, the creator, Rob Liefeld? Do you know who he is?
Yeah. He's apparently they kind of took the piss out of him in Deadpool and Wolverine because one of the places that was trashed is actually named after him. So there's a little joke there.
Well, Rob Liefeld,
it does suit. From what I think, I might be getting confused with another person, but I think he might be one of the few that was kind of going against the whole woke thing anyway with Marvel. So
yeah, well, Rob Liefeld, he's actually the creator of Deadpool. He made Deadpool, and so it's his creation.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pissed off, and said my buddy Gooch talked about this for a good 45 minutes last night, where basically he just said that he was at the premiere for Deadpool and Wolverine, and they snubbed him, and this has been an ongoing thing. So look, 35 years after creating Deadpool, Rob Liefeld has reached his boiling point with Marvel. So he made the character in 1990 of New Mutants. He publicly cut ties with Marvel as he recounted being snubbed at the July 2024 premiere of Deadpool and Wolverine. It was meant to embarrass, diminish, and defeat me, he said in his latest episode of his podcast.
Well, yeah, they're doing that, aren't they? They're going out of their way to discredit fucking... trying to make money off Lord of the Rings while trying to discredit J.R.R. Tolkien. It's really disgusting. Same thing with James Bond. They're trying to do something with James Bond, but at the same time they're discrediting Ian Fleming. This is really disrespectful. I mean, these guys are creating the very thing that you are trying to make money off, that
Yeah.
you're trying to destroy.
Yeah. So he said that he recalled that he was ignored by Kevin Feige, big shocker, right? On the red carpet before finding out he and his family were not invited to the after party, the final straw for Liefeld. Meanwhile, he posed on the red carpet with creatives from the movie, but later learned these photos were deleted, as he believes they were only taken to appease him. Again, the guy who created fucking Deadpool is not invited to the after party for Deadpool and Wolverine. It only did like $1.5 billion and stuff.
You know,
But
Inside
you
Man
know,
has worked on Disney, and yeah, he's told me a few stories, and yeah, it is full of fucking idiots. It really is.
mm.
Why he
And as
doesn't
he
work with them anymore, and I don't blame him. I
yeah.
do not blame him.
Well, as he said, at some point you go, I received a message. The message is loud and clear. Previously, he sent an email to Marvel after they granted Wolverine co creator Roy Thomas a special spot in the film's credits, because this is something that Gooch was talking about. That, well, anybody watching, you know, this for like fucking 70 years kept saying Batman created by Bob Kane, Bob Kane, Bob Kane, Bob Kane. The past 5 years, now Batman created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. So you guys acknowledge the fact that Bill Finger helped create Batman, but boy, you kept fucking leaving Bill Finger added that for a good 50, 60 years, whatever. And so even like right here, so finally Wolverine co-creator finally got a special spot in the film's credits, which upset co-creator Lynn Wine's widow Christine Vallada, a friend of Liefeld. So he also inquired about a special mention for himself in the credits, noting he did not ask for money. And from what I gather, people just like, listen, a lot of these creators, they just said, listen, would it be that hard to say in the post credits, hey, created by, or in the opening credits? Like, even when Superman the movie with Christopher Reeve, it would say, you know, Superman created by, you know, Shugel and Shyster, Siegel and Sugar. I forgot the names, but you know what I mean? But
I know,
it
because I think Jack Kirby had a hand in the creation of some of these characters as well, and it's Stan Lee
mhm,
that gets most of the credit. But I don't really know the full story there. I mean, I like Stan Lee, and I don't want to badmouth him because he's gone now, and so is Jack Kirby.
yeah,
And, you know, he's still, there is, the
Simon
sentence
and
escapes me,
Schuster.
so I'll just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and he just finalized by saying Marvel's treatments of creators had never been their strength. He wrote in the email, without the words, the characters, and the concepts that we create, and in this specific case, the world of Deadpool, there's no films to shoot, no blockbuster to distribute. I am not in the easy button at Staples. I am the human imagination behind it all. So he says that, you know,
I agree with him.
he added, comic book creators cannot continue to be relegated as afterthoughts. This is easy to address. Unless I reach out to address it, it will never manifest. Now, it's a big, oh boy, and a big controversy. Like, listen, Marvel and not just Marvel and DC, guys, business in general. Stan Lee was notorious, where Stan Lee was at a time where the 60s, the guy was low on fucking money. Hey, create a character, create Spider-Man, create the Hulk, create the X-Men. And the thing is, when you work for Marvel, you sign off all your fucking rights. Because people say that, well, Spider-Man generated whatever, billions and billions of dollars. Why isn't Stan Lee worth like 200 million? Because he creates Spider-Man, signs a check for like $100 and gets rid of it. You know, once you sign off that character, you don't own the character. You may have created the character, but when you're working for Marvel, the second you work for Marvel and you create the Hulk, you don't own the Hulk. Marvel owns the Hulk. That's the
Yeah.
problem. This happens with
Well, that's the
DC. Just
thing. If you ask for a new, I'm not really good at these negotiation things. I'm not a businessman, so please correct me in the chat. But if you do want your credit, I mean, can you request for a contract where, yeah, you're selling it, but at the same time you probably get some
mm,
residuals, maybe some royalties from every showing or issue sold, something like that.
yeah, and that's what happens. Like, not even just like, okay, guys, for a tangent, the comic industry. Like, look, I hate Taylor Swift, and a lot of people fucking do. I can't stand her. Think she's overrated. But like Taylor Swift had to go back in her back catalog, and she had to buy the rights, and she had to get her old songs back. And wait, once you join a label, right, and you start making songs, just because they're your songs, you can write these songs, you can create these songs, you can perform these songs. Once you work for a label, you don't own this shit. Like, for the longest time period, you know, boys and girls in the 80s and 90s, we had these thing called CDs. And I kept hearing about different rocks, like whether rock stars, Aerosmith, fucking Bon Jovi. Hey, Metallica sold 100 million albums. Okay. Yes, but on a $15 CD, Metallica's seeing like 4 cents on that fucking CD. All that money's going to the fucking studio. That's why people would know this, that why is everybody touring so hard for? Because all their money's coming from tours, because they're not making
Mm.
shit off the fucking. And now with YouTube, right? Okay, again, check out the Vivo of like whatever fucking, it could be anybody, Taylor Swift or something, or Cardi B. It's got 200 fucking million, 500 million views. YouTube's keeping that money, the artist isn't. And I mean, come on, actors. Yes, the past, like say 10 years, guys like Downey. Remember remember the first Avengers? Downey signed that fucking deal for the back end, which is why he got paid $50 million for Tony Stark. However, Chris Evans didn't, Hemsworth didn't, Scarlett Johansson didn't. Remember, they all got paid like fucking like $1 million, and Downey was paid $50 million. Downey went back and renegotiated the contract to help out Evans and Ruffalo to all get basically equal fucking pay. But it's like actors, if you're an actor, say you get paid $100,000 for a film, right? This film does $2 billion. That's you're not entitled to anything. You already fucking signed your contract for 100 grand, bro. Nowadays, we'll say, okay, well, if you sign a $100,000 contract, you can get negotiations for the back deal. But I mean, it's just like, it's not said you're not entitled to them sales. So back in the fucking day, just because Rob Liefeld created Deadpool could do $1 trillion. He signed off the rights to Deadpool. Now, I'm not agreeing with it by any means. I'm not saying it's fucked up, but this is the industry, which is why more people go to like other companies. Like I know Image Comics came out, that wasn't Marvel and DC. Image Comics started doing like Spawn and other like Keanu Reeves went to Boom Studios to make Berserker. But it's it's hard for any creator nowadays to get into any industry, because the second you join a company, whatever you make, it isn't yours. I mean, yes, but I see what Rob Liefeld's saying. Guys, listen, I'm not asking for like a big paycheck or something, but you're kind of disrespecting me at my own creation. Like I helped create Deadpool, and you're saying fuck you to me. Like it's messed up, man.
Yeah, and plus you're selling it to companies, and these companies are owned by stockholders who have no idea what
Yeah,
the field is. They just see it as a way to make money.
yeah.
And a lot of the
It's
time they
just
get more involved in it than the actual creators.
Yeah, but Stanley, I know one time years ago when I actually cared about Howard Stern, Stanley hopped on Howard Stern and Howard asked Stanley, he was like, again, why aren't your great grandkids worth like $1 billion? And Stan's like, you are Stanley, you are the father of Marvel Studios, and he's like, oh, Howard, I'm 80 years old and like I lived comfortable and they take care of me, but that's kind of like wink, wink, like, hey, Marvel just like they give him like a little grandfather check each month, like, hey, Stan, here's a check for 10 grand, go out and be Stanley, go have fun, go enjoy yourself. But in reality, Stanley created Marvel, trillions of dollars in revenue, but he doesn't own, just because Stanley created the X-Men, he doesn't own X-Men. His kids
Yeah,
don't
you're
own
the name of
X-Men.
the thing, but you're not the star of the thing.
Yep.
It's
I mean,
the
and it's a sad reality. Once you join a company, Marvel, DC, anybody, you were there for one thing. You're there to fucking sell comics, to make a product. Like Kevin Conroy, God bless his soul, epic actor, perfect Batman. People don't think for a second that DC kept bringing back Kevin Conroy's voice because they care about him, because Kevin Conroy was a commodity. He was making money. You're there to be a product and make
yeah.
money. DC didn't give a fuck about Kevin Conroy. It's like they cared about the fucking ticket sales or the DVD sales or the game sales that Kevin Conroy's voice could generate. It's simple as that, guys. You are a product. Don't think for a second, guys, I have to be to work in 1 hour. I know fucking for a fact if I croak on the way there, if I die in a car accident, I'm not important, and I've accepted that shit.
Oh yeah,
So
we're all expendable. We're all expendable in our
we
fields.
are. I mean, yes, and I know some people go on tangents about the Rob Liefeld or anybody. That's what Todd McFarlane was smart. Spawn, he owns Spawn. Spawn is his. Well, Spawn's his fucking baby.
You
Um,
should do YouTube videos on how to
I know Nick.
actually make money off your creations. He probably knows a few things. He probably has done
Yeah.
his homework. Who knows?
Even like talk about fucking books, and Critical Drinker made books, but I know if you once you become a big enough name for yourself, once you can, there's ways, same thing, you work for a book company, a publishing, you have to make sure it's just everything's legal stuff and licenses. And just because you make whatever Lord of the Rings or you make the next new Harry Potter books just doesn't mean you own the rights to that. I mean, I'm sure JK does, but I mean, JK, who knows how she did her stuff. She became a billionaire off it, but it's anything. Companies don't give a fuck.
I think she is. I think she does own most of them because
Yeah.
she's been in charge creatively of the reboot that's coming up. So
Mhm.
who knows? And yeah, when the new Harry Potter game came out, the fucking Walkers were slamming her as well because I think she had some creative control over it.
Mm.
So I'll probably give credit to her. She's trying to make sure no one's trying to jeopardize what's happening with the remake, even though I have no idea if it's going to get released soon or if it's
Yeah.
still in production. I don't know. I've not really
Yeah.
been catching up on that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, something, it'll be a long discussion, but that's bottom line is yes, corporations, you're fucked. And I don't like what they do to Rob Liefeld or anybody in the industry, but it's every industry, guys. It's video games, it's corporations in general. Don't think it's just I know it's like hate Marvel and DC. No, it's everywhere. It's any blue collar worker, you know.
Mm.
Yes, so we're gonna wrap up in a second, but next week, and hopefully I will see who's busy, who's doing what. But I'm going to go see Captain America 4. Why? Because I have a channel. And at this point, it's only because my Regal app on my phone, I'm not going to fucking pay for it. But yes, Captain America 4, boy, man. Predictions, we'll see what happens, but 81 to 98 million dollars. Let's just say for argument's sake, it makes a cool 100 million over the weekend. Boy, man, with everything surrounding Captain America 4, I can, as of right now for 2025, I don't see there being a bigger box office bomb for the year. I just don't. But I mean, we could be wrong. But it's like, say it does 500 million, doesn't matter because they still won't release the actual production value. But it's anywhere from 400 to 500 million dollars they spent on this movie, and Christ, it's not like it's not looking good for these guys. But we'll definitely
I
talk
know.
about it next week. I mean, I expect it to be dog shit, but hey, I'll be fair. I'm sure you will. Anybody watching it, drink or anybody, if it's not as shit as I expected, I'll come out and say it. But I have no hope in this fucking film. Red Hulk. I think Red Hulk's going to be in it for like 6 minutes. You know,
Yeah, and
actually, let me find
they've
next.
just thrown tons and tons of money on. Do not realize that you have to profit. You have to double or triple your money and
Oh
pay
yeah,
the people that you've been hired to do the work as well, which is going to cost fucking tons. I mean, it's like they've invested in a suntan lotion during the middle of a bloody winter, isn't it? It's like it's just every film is like a bad investment these days. It really is.
look at this Regal Cinemas. I love Regal Cinemas. They're so great with their Regal Unlimited app. We have things like 4DX, IMAX, RPX, and ScreenX for one low price. You too, Northern English bastard. Well, not your country because your country's poor, but
It is in our country. It's just we just don't have any cinemas that allow the Regal app at the moment. So,
yeah.
but I'm happy with
So
the Seven Seas. You know, whenever I'm
I don't on my channel. I don't support the 7 Seas because I'm a hardworking blue collar American. I don't support the piracy. You piece of shit. So look, even right here, look at this price, guys. 21.49 a month, 24.49 a month, 26.49 a month, even for $26 a month, which I would need that because I'm in one area, but still, I right here pay for their unlimited 21.49. I mean, dude, 18 fucking dollars right now for a movie ticket in my area. So if I see 2 films a month, it's paying itself off right there, man. So yes, Regal's awesome. Nadia's phone. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I talked to Nadia about it.
time.
But yeah, so I have to head out about a half hour. You should pay the oh my god, yeah. You know what, Gord, hey, for next time, like I said, me and Luke we're trying this stuff out, we're seeing how it goes. But I'll definitely say I got the Joker stuff and I'll see
Multipass.
multi-pass. Of course not Nick's because who would do something like that? We don't support piracy, because I pay for shit if you want it, you cheap bastard. But yeah,
Yeah, I
so I
just
said,
don't want to
dude,
give my money to the studios who hate us. That's
I
all.
know, Drew. Well, that's the problem. Like I said, with PlayStation, everyone's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
guys, all those people that bought a disc, wasn't it great if you bought a PlayStation disc? You can play your disc right now." It's like now you can't play for digital. It's like it sucks. But then they're they're starting to put more games out on digital only. Like look, boys and girls, the day's gonna come where Blu-ray player you can't go buy a Blu-ray because they're gonna start movies. Movies are start going to be in digital only, and what do? It sucks, man.
Yeah, that is a bad choice. I mean, right, just eradicating physical media, that is not going to be good because a lot of people are going back to it. They are because
Yeah,
digital copies, streaming copies, they're all editing the movies that
I know.
they loved and cherished. And just because some fucking idiot got real sensitive about one scene and it completely diminishes the quality of
Yeah,
what the original creator was setting out to do.
yeah,
So
I
yeah,
agree, man.
I'm more physical media, and plus physical media is cheaper these days now. You can go into fucking second hand stores, pre owned stores, everything. It's and just get them dead cheap, and it doesn't break the fucking bank.
Definitely. But
No.
yeah, as I said, dude, during the week, if you want to find some news articles, I will. Next week, I'm not sure what's gonna be this week in news, but let's say you do know you can have physical copies and hard drives that last longer than Blu-rays. Hmm. Sure, I definitely know that.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, can torrents anyway. Can torrent so.
yeah, there actually is an option, Nix, that popped up the past day. It's like, hey, go into your settings and hit the offline button but you have to download the games onto your PS5 hard drive. And I'm just like, I'm too lazy to. But
Mm.
well, so far the PS5 servers have always been up. And I'm like, you sons of bitches. But it sucks, man. But yeah, dude. So during the week, whatever news articles you want to find out, we'll try this again next week, see how it turns out, and we'll try to just copy and paste the same bullshit over and over again. And we'll see what's up in the world of news and whether funny, stupid shit pops up. It's like,
Yeah, well, there's tons popping up in the Critical Drunk post anyway. The Geeks and Gamers and Adriotic
oh, something.
Facebook post. It's going to be pretty demanding getting the articles, but not too hard anyway.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think so
And
anyway.
yeah, and it's like I mean, at some points that we'll try not to copy and paste everyone else's news articles, but some things can't be avoided. Like again, Captain America 4, it's gonna be I'm hoping the biggest bomb of the fucking year because Marvel needs to learn.
They
Well,
don't.
it sucks because as toxic as some people said, I think Thunderbolts may not be that bad. I mean, it has potential to. I think even Chris Gore was some drinker that on Open Bar saying that a friend of his said it's actually pretty good, but the problem is now it's just like Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Star Wars Skeleton Crew, I did enjoy it. The problem is Star Wars have just killed their brand so fucking much, nobody cares.
I know. I'm always a little bit. I always take his recommendations with a pinch of salt. I mean, he said the Flash was really good as well, and he wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, well, he did say that the Michael Keaton scenes, I will admit that's the best part of the movie. You know, Michael Keaton scenes, but the rest of the film was like, oh shit, man. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna head out, dude, and we'll do this next week and we'll have some fun. And so Lance is tonight. Lance, you talks everybody doing the Shield. I said I'll be in chat, but the Shield, awesome fucking show. And boy, hopefully it'd be nice if I could come back at some point when I'm not working. Anything else you want to say or promote or plug? Like you're doing Escape from New York soon?
Yeah, on the 21st. It's Valentine's
Nice.
Day this Friday, so it's going to be just me and the
Getting
wife
busy.
going out to a restaurant and having a nice drink and a nice meal. So
Eventually, we'll see.
a week off then.
Depends on what we're scheduled next. I'll let you know.
I might do a
Yeah.
little. I might do a little tiny little quick stream about some random bollocks later this week. I don't know yet. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not really. I'm not promising, but we'll see.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next week, and I'll make an outro this week. Don't worry. I mean, this is our first time doing this shit, so let's just we'll find more. We will find more news articles. All right. So we'll head out.
We can't promise.